Right, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai Bashem Arakakodash Barakata. Right, we're live again, once again, on the highways and byways. Preaching this truth. And you don't follow, prophesying you don't follow America, this wicked kingdom, which is Babylon the Great, in the reincarnation. Right, or Babylon the Great, sorry.
Yeah,
right?
You were saying, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, them man there. That was the fella who a customer who today he said the petrol train shut down what happened in Trinidad. It was these ultimately was these Syrians behind it because them get the contract to bring in oil and the gas from Venezuela into this country.
Right,
They
that
get
was
a contract.
Right, that is the deal that Maduro and this asshole Rowley make about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, for the dragon field gas, or from the gas or oil from the dragon field. Right? That was the deal that they make. He signed with the fucking devil. Right? But that's why they come out on them that it's about the paying them and their financiers. But when they say paying them, that's all local government can do. Right? But the people's national movement. Guess what? If we go back in the government, goes back into our government, rule the mind, right? They're supposed to be making the best decision for the people. They're not making the best decisions for the people. They're making the best decisions for themselves and their financiers. Right? Themselves and their financiers. Right?
This is paying for war. This is what they're doing, paying for war. So the 1% it was to make sure they got control over the fuel, over the gas, over the food, because they're going to war. You understand? America got base on this island. America have a garrison on this island. They're going to war, they're going to cut you niggas off.
That's right! Those
understand?
niggas are even considering, because the scripture says that Russia going to win for that short period of time.
Yeah.
So hey, guess what? You're on the wrong fucking side.
Yeah. Russia
You're
right
going to
there.
suffer.
7 miles away, no? Russia 7 miles away.
Russia?
America, they Brazil now. The president gave the green light, they can put the base there. And they have a base over there. And Russia right there. And kind of prophecy, Russia gonna destroy America along with America allies. And Russia allies, they're gonna destroy America.
Like, through the spread, we might just see some heightened U.S. activity on the land. Besides the fact that the U.S., because within the last 2 months, from October to now, what, the U.S. embassy, they donated stuff to the local police force.
Computers.
Huh?
Computers.
More than that, because when they make the drug busting Westmore,
The stage bus, not a drug, but
yeah,
the stage
the
bus.
state drug bus. They saw them in the so-called. It looked like one of the American camouflage, which is the gray, the white, and the black, right? But they also had police bulletproof vests with the American seal on it. And the Americans, the United States seal on it.
Stage bus.
Right?
Because Gary Griffith, he said he don't want no Trinidadians defending him. He wants U.S. bodyguards to watch over him.
Yeah.
He make that statement. So we're saying these U.S. down here alongside Trinidad and Tobago so-called police service.
Yeah, the so-called, hey, what's right? The Most High said, pride comes before destruction, and he's a proud fucking man. And he was government appointed. Guess what? Right? So he's a puppet too.
Most I put in a position to destroy you.
Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh put in a position to
Destroy
destroy
you.
Yeah.
Right? Now we're not saying it out of our own words, we're saying it all through the spirit that Yahweh Shai. Pride coming before destruction. The Americans, hey, the Most High said they are men.
Yeah.
They are men. He says that their horses are flesh and blood.
That's right.
Right? But Yahweh Shai, he said he will not meet thee as a man. Right? His spirit is going to be in each and every missile.
That's
Right? And better bottom, I don't know, but hey, Lord willing, Abaratazah, I'm missile can hit this place. What missile take up
I
beside
had a
them?
dream, it was about 2 years back, and I dreamed that a lot of soldiers in the street, foreign soldiers, you understand? And it was total chaos, you understand? That Moabite soldiers had different foreign troops. And they got war on this island, they will have war on this island, World War III.
I had 2 dreams. One in recent time was that wherever I was, a missile flew over and it flew over like when I'm sun. Right? It came from the west and probably went down south. And then I had a dream some years back that I was coming home, and as I come out of the taxi, I saw the mushroom cloud come up. And as I was I was running towards home, as I was going home, there was a translucent dome around my house. And as I entered into the dome and entered into the house, it was like cool breeze. But before I entered into the dome, into the house, which is like a force field, is that the wind was coming. Because I saw the big mushroom cloud, and it was coming from port. The mushroom cloud was West Port of Spain, the city, capital. And as I was running, I was feeling the heat. I was seeing the wind coming, right? But you know, like the cloud that coming with the wind, it didn't reach yet. And as I stepped in underneath the force field, like the dome, into the house, it was like air conditioned. And I was watching outside through the windows, and it was just destruction. It was just destruction, right? So Abarat is that come to pass. I'm missing for this fucking place, right? This place evil.
Silent got a burn.
Can't.
Got a burn. There's too much unjust law.
That's it, no.
You understand? Yeah, too much unjust law. Two-thirds in this land, they're evil. You understand? The family view is
Hey, judgment coming to these women. Judgment is going to come to these women.
Yeah, come.
Isaiah 8, verse 11, it says, For Yahweh spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not a confederacy, all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy, let us fear ye, their fear not be afraid. Verse 12, it says, Say ye not a confederacy, to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy, let us fear ye, their fear not be afraid.
Yeah, we're not joined onto this government. We're not joined onto these rulers. We're not confederate with them. Right?
This word.
We don't fear what they fear. We don't fear man that can destroy the flesh. We fear how about Shemi Shai that can destroy the flesh and the soul in hell.
That's right.
That's right. You understand? That's why we out here doing this work week in and week out. Night and day. Day and night. Every day, every week.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Yeah, we in hell. We in hell. We in that pit right now. Right? But the how about Shemi Shai, Jesus said last night, you saw the video where our apostle Tahar was breaking it down, separated. The Most High being able to separate it, but they're putting that place like they do exist. How about Shemi Shai, he can do that. He's the father of all lights. When it dies, your flesh go back to the earth, and the spirit go back to the Father who created it. You can do that. So it's wise that you get this knowledge while they get it to be done.
Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesied and said, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, say his sword is sharp, and also is furbished. It is sharp, and makes a sword slaughter. It is furbished, that it may glitter. Should we then make more? It cometh, he said, it contented the wrath of my son, as even the tree. He said, and
hey, should we then make mirth?
Right.
You had Thanksgiving, you had Black Friday, you had Christmas, you had New Year's, you're going into Carnival. Should we then make mirth? You're making mirth. You're making mirth. Right? The sword is sharp. What's the sword? The sword is what? These weapons, these ICBMs, avant-garde. China have a railgun and they put on a ship just recently. Right? You're seeing what's going on? There's death and destruction is coming. Right? Continue.
Ezekiel 21:11, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished. He said to give it into the hands of the slayer.
So give it into the hands of the slayer, the Edomites, the Russians, the Americans, the Elamites, Indians, the Moabites, the Chinese, the North and South Koreans, right?
Yeah, the slave is Esau himself.
Can't.
Come in, but the most I say asking God of all nation against Jerusalem.
I think it said they're going to appease what? They're going to appease his son.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
He said, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people.
Shall be upon my people.
This sword will be upon you Israelites. Tutorial, you monkeys out there. You understand? You are proud. So this sword gonna be on y'all.
Hey, why did Jehovah's Witness will be reading these scriptures? Right? You don't believe in what Ellen G. White? What's her name?
Charles Taylor Russell.
Charles Taylor Russell. Ellen G. White is which one?
Seventh-day Adventist.
Seventh-day Adventist. All that bullshit. Right? Well, they're talking about the prophecies, man. When they're talking about what's supposed to happen, what's going to happen. All they're playing fucking ostrich. All they're hiding all their head in the dirt. Open that when they hide their head and they can't see it, that the destruction will happen. The destruction happening.
Because these are spiritual things, but rather he prophesied.
Rather he prophesied. And when they prophesy, hope for the prophecies to come to pass. Because when the prophecies come to pass, his righteousness going to reign after.
He said, Israel will put the slavery by 3 years slave ship. Yeah, we in slavery. You see, you can destroy this kingdom by fire. Will happen. You believe it or not, it will happen. Will happen. We see it. We visualize it. This place finished. We can see it. We can feel it in the air. Hey, it's great evil out there. This place will turn up. And they can come sudden, boom, when you motherfuckers sleeping. They can come sudden. You understand? All these old monkeys out there. You understand? Most of them get rid of all these undesirable.
Can't.
You understand? Right? All you monkeys out there, the most of them get rid of. The most of them catch all the famine, the race war. You understand? The martial law. Them people caps.
The
You understand?
13.
Yeah.
It says 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Yeah. That's how the day Yahweh shall come in. Who you people ignorant to call Jesus? That's how we come in, like a thief in the night. Are you slutty hoes out here? Judgment coming for y'all. Are you all wicked Jezebel? Who tell your daughter to leave Tom and go with Harry because we got money? Most of them put you out to death.
That's right, son. My next one is
Go ahead,
All of them undisciplined or indisciplined. No discipline.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6. Slay utterly young, both maids and little children.
Yeah, the most I say unto the old and young, maid, little children. The most I don't care about babies, about how you shape, how nice he is, how pretty he is. Most
No
I don't care.
partiality.
The most I deal with judgment.
No partiality.
You understand? A lot of you can get emotional with you want because we spiritual men up here. These babies will be put to death. They get to put to death for the judgment what they did in the past life. Because there was a bunch of wicked niggas in the past life.
That's right.
You understand?
Whoever perish should be innocent.
Yeah.
Whosoever perish be innocent.
Whoever perish be innocent. You understand? Yeah,
2 Peter chapter 3, I'll start back verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
the heaven gonna pass with a great noise. Who's he has the rulership? This rulership is gonna pass with a great night. Who's gonna make them great nights? Them great nights, them icy them missile.
That's right.
You understand? And now you carnival baby, y'all get touch with your pants stuff. Right? Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's right.
And the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Carnival gonna be burned up. Christmas gonna be burned up. You understand? All you wicked niggas out there, y'all gonna be burned up. You
That's
understand?
right.
Both sides see not gonna leave no root. So y'all not gonna sprung up back. You understand?
This is
If it is,
I want here. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble as a strong people set in battle array.
there's that missile. A missile is strong people. Right? For you reprobate Israelite, we talk about that's not no missile-less people. They're talking about the missile. Somebody give him it's Jeremiah 50, I think it's 9. Jeremiah 50 and 9.
I want for you in the meantime.
Go ahead up.
Hey, Shalom, James Lionheart.
Shalom, up the Alba Chanel. Check out that.
It says, Joel chapter 2, verse 3. The fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning. And the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
That's
right.
Escape that missile. Big man. You know Russia got a base right in Venezuela? You know missile gonna hit over there, big man? You don't care about that.
Nah.
You don't care. You don't care about your people.
Nah. It says verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run, like the noise of...
Yeah, there's the power. There's the power of these missiles. They said the avant-garde, I think it's 21 and 20 times, 27 times faster than the speed of sound. Faster than the speed of sound. No fast as that. But they said they run like what? Horses? No fast as that. They're going to run the world in 30 minutes. No fast as that.
It says, verse 5, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble as the strong people set in battle array.
Yeah, these missiles is part of the Yahweh Shai army.
That's right.
You see who created these missiles?
That's right.
There's a part of the army. Yahweh Shai and the holy angels, you 144,000. These missiles, this part of Yahweh Shai great army.
It says, before their face, the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war. And they shall march every one on his way. And they shall not break their ranks.
Baba Kasha, we can prove that this is missile. Somebody give me Jeremiah 50, Baba Kasha.
Okay.
Jeremiah 50 and 9, we can prove that it's missile they're talking about. You got to say this man we talking about, no, this is missile. They can run like a mighty man, right? Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9 says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
Yeah, that assembly of great nation in the north country. We're talking about Russia and Russia allies. They're going to come up against Babylon, which is aka America. Right, go ahead.
And they shall set themselves in array against her.
Yeah.
From then she shall be taken.
Yeah.
The arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man.
The arrows will be as a mighty export man. The arrows is the ICBM missile. So everybody really talking about missile. They gonna be like a mighty export man. Go ahead.
Says none shall return in vain.
None of these missiles not gonna return in vain. These missiles got you niggas' name on it. None.
When it say export, the precept it say destroyer.
This is Isaiah 54 and 68. Most I see maybe the ways to destroy.
Yeah. James Lionheart.
Verse 14.
Isaiah 9 and 5.
Oh, that's the destroyed window.
God.
Verse 14 it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord.
Chapter 29. 25 and then 29.
Verse 25 it says, come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her. Verse 25 says, Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Verse 29. Fought together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, come against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense it according to our work.
Yeah, recompense according to our work, which is what evil.
God,
The blood that they shed of all the natives,
God,
of all the slaves, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and the other tribes,
God.
right? Constantly, hey, even the Mexicans, Issachar, right? The Puerto Ricans, right? Ephraim, all them blood. The Most High God just dealing with what? With missiles, right?
Go back to quickly as you just said it, because there's a perfect piece of the brother just said it. There's Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archer against man.
Now what you reading?
Push. So that can go ahead.
That's spirit. Yeah.
It says, recompense her according to her work,
Yes.
according to all that she hath done do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel.
Alright, this is something up.
I had 2 precepts here, but when I read out all the first, I'll bring that one last.
This is Zephaniah chapter.
Very fair, is it?
You break down. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Yeah, these mighty men, these kind of the warlord, you understand?
Huh.
These warmongers, you understand? They can cry bitterly.
That's right.
You understand? Because if this Yahweh Hashem is a man of war, he's gonna bring fear in you, he's gonna bring fear in you people. Right? They said the men in Egypt shall be like women. Isaiah 19.
Yeah, Isaiah 19, I think it's 14. Egypt shall mourn as a woman.
Yeah, they said the men in Egypt shall be like women together.
It says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and
69.
distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
The day the Lord ain't no joke. You so-called Trinidadian, you know this place is going to be famine, you don't got no food out there. Yeah? You got kind of pestilence, you got dead bodies all over the street, you got foreign troops on this island. The day the Lord ain't no joke. You understand? Ain't no joke.
That's right.
Right? The Most High going to revenge,
Some shit.
take revenge on the enemy. You
It says,
understand? Where that?
and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men.
When the Most High see you bring distress on you, you proud niggas out here.
So like yeah, I'll skip a part.
Skip.
A day of trumpets and alarm against the fenced cities, and a day and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord, on the day of the Lord's wrath. And the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Yes, the day the Lord ain't no joke. Are you monkeys out there gonna see?
Can't.
Are you monkeys out there? Right? Y'all gonna see. Are
Sip on the syrup.
you carnival baby?
Sip on the syrup.
Right? Y'all gonna see.
Right?
Y'all will fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's
Right?
GMS Select,
Yeah.
James Lionheart also scripture Isaiah 9 and 5.
Right.
He said, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Hey, and the fuel gonna be, hey, besides that, some of the fuel gonna be the flesh. The flesh are gonna be, they're gonna be burning. Right?
Most I gonna hold your spirit. Most I gonna hold your spirit so you can feel the burn.
God.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 9. And mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abomination that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh that smitten. Behold, the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod has blossomed. Pride had budded.
Yeah. It's without him, super pride. It's without him, prideful. Right? The Most High give y'all a house, give y'all food, give y'all clothes. And y'all don't reverence the Most High. Y'all don't even know the Most High name. Y'all calling on Jesus and God and Selassie and Allah. Y'all giving idol. Y'all giving idol more reverence than the Creator. You understand? So the Most High gonna recompense y'all. Right? You're gonna make great destruction on these dumb niggas. Hey, are we gonna laugh? We're gonna laugh at you dumb niggas.
That's right.
Because all y'all do is pass out there and y'all get kicks out for these men y'all see up here. You understand? Y'all get kicks. But we show y'all love. This is charity. You understand? Let's show you niggas retarded. Y'all walk into the time with love in the house. And this is where it's called love. Because we tell you dumb niggas who are about to come. But y'all feel y'all know something. You understand?
Repeat on that. Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Most High say you're gonna laugh. How do you Most High gonna laugh? These prophets gonna laugh. You understand? If you're not gonna be out here selling apple and banana, you're not gonna get a chance to go and buy doubles when famine come. You understand? And a juice, and less juice. You're gonna die from hunger.
That's right.
You understand? Because what? Y'all don't want to reverence the Most High.
That's right.
Y'all want to worship all kind of idol, do all kind of wickedness. The Most High got a plan for this island. The Most High got a great famine coming to this place. A great famine coming to this place.
That's right.
You understand? The Most High gonna cut off all the food from this place. Because all your food coming from outside. And these nations pay for war and they can close down the dock and no food never come to this place.
That's right.
Y'all can eat your children, y'all can eat your woman, y'all can eat your father, y'all can eat each other. Can it was wisdom coming on this island? You know why? Because you're proud against the Most High.
That's right.
You're proud. You understand? You're being prideful in wickedness. You women totally out of order. You men is a bunch of faggots. So the Most High gonna bring judgment on all you wicked niggas and bitches out here.
That's right.
Right.
And not Jesus Christ say that. It's Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai say that.
That's right. Right. Yeah, I think the Most High pleased with this abomination in this place. Ah, you're bound to one set of idols you're bound down to. Go ahead now.
Yeah. Luke 20:21 verse 25 says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity,
Right.
the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Now welfare. You people out here welfare the Most High. See you women, a great judgment coming for you wicked adulterous women.
That's right.
You understand? Putting them men on child support for their own seed, going to commit adultery left, right, and center. You understand? And you men who be wicked niggas, doing the women all kind of wickedness, judgment coming for you hard too. You understand? You men who pimping out your own women and your own nation. You understand? This place gotta go. That's right. They spirit here, kid. Hear that? They spirit here. We think of war, you motherfuckers study a carnival. Well, I'm reading it.
This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
Yeah, because none of them is saying, why, that thing not gonna affect me. Them is out there, Trinidad a rich country. So you can't boast again about the refinery. You can't boast again about the lake, pitch lake. You can't boast again about the sugar cane And all he's saying, you can't boast again about these things. Because the most I take away these things, the most I take away your bread, y'all is seeing what's going on. Y'all is seeing the things that y'all put your trust in, the most I take it away. Yeah, go ahead.
Amos, the 6th chapter, the 1st verse. It says, woe.
Yeah, you know. What time is it?
It says, woe to them that are at ease in Zion.
Woe to them that are easy. You know, they are at ease. Because you see people over there, or a castle open, KFC open, Thomas Man open, open. You understand? The bar open, you can drink a little something.
Sammy open,
Sammy open.
I want to
You
that.
understand? You're at ease. But destruction come in. Go ahead.
Hey, when you look at the precept for at ease, it says, oh, are secure.
Yeah.
So one to them that are secure. Okay? It says, one to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria.
You trust this system. And this system about to collapse. That's right. You people got clue what's going on. This dollar dying because they have a new monetary system, which is the RFID microchip. And they're about to chip you Trinidadians. And you take the chip, you're going to die. That's right. You're going to die when you take the chip. They're about to crush the dollar, and they're about to chip you Trinidadians. It's already in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago as the electronic monitoring. They are about to crash the economy system, and y'all walk around here proud. Y'all about to lose all your jobs. All these companies are about to close down.
That's right.
Because they're not making no money. A lot of you can be laid off from your jobs. That's right. Because y'all put your trust in your material things, the most are going to take away all these good things from y'all. Where that?
It says, which are named chief of the nations,
Yeah.
to whom the host of Israel came.
Yeah, the king. You see, they put the trust in the cell job. They did some of the jobs there, man. Tech job, bank clerk,
Nurses.
offshore. You understand? They put a trust in this thing because they're eating the food. Boy, and hey, I ask you nigga women, boy, you see you nigga fucking bitches. You see you nigga bitches, right? We gonna say color y'all about shit y'all shame when y'all get judged.
That's right.
When y'all get judged. Because y'all play victim. Y'all play y'all innocent and y'all do nothing wrong. That's why the most I said give the water no passage. When the most I said don't give y'all no liberty. You understand? Where now?
It says, verse 3, it says, ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of violence to come near.
Yeah. So hey, all these people are doing, they're sowing evil. That's what y'all doing. Yeah. Committing adultery is a sport for y'all. It's a sport. Like you in a sweat. It's a sport. Y'all sowing evil. Killing your own brother and then boasting when you take 3 ghosts. It's a sport for y'all. Not knowing that y'all gonna rip the same fucking thing. Because it's so plumb, you're gonna fucking rip. That's where you're gonna rip. And you dummies don't understand that. And these old Jezebels, I can't wait for y'all about shit. Y'all check judge you old Jezebels. Raising a set of hoes. You understand? Where that?
It says, that lie upon beds of ivory and stretch themselves upon their couches and eat lambs out of the flock and calves out of the midst of the stall. Meaning, in other words, that is the rock map, the eating nice, the living nice. You understand? They had a nice bed, they're eating lambs out of the flocks. Meaning they could, basically fast forward to today.
Yeah.
They could just go in the bank and pull out a nice cash and go and have a nice lunch.
Exactly.
A nice dinner. That's how they're living in this side.
Yeah, things open up.
This is Luke chapter 6 verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, For ye have received your
Consolation.
consolation toward her. And woe unto you that are full, as the word one was now saying, they rock back, they could go and take out money and get food, you know. But the most I say, woe unto you, because the destruction coming.
Because all the luxury will be taken away.
God.
How are you going to be taken away? You telling me about the crash, and you can't go to the ATM and get no money. So they're going to be taken away. These food outlets going to be closed down. All you fat women, you're going to eat yourself. They not got no food out there.
Man,
You understand?
man of Valor 12 West, Coast say Shalom.
Can, yeah, bash.
It says verse 6. It says that drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves with the chief ointments.
Lifting it up. Especially you bitches. Y'all got this kingdom in your hand.
God.
You understand? But we all don't understand, y'all was beguiled by the serpent.
That's right.
Y'all was beguiled by the serpent. Because the serpent coming now through the spirit of power, y'all bash him, y'all show the most important spirit, you know, to destroy this economy.
God.
To destroy this economy. Yeah, go ahead.
It says that drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves with the chief ointments, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph.
We below the nation, these motherfucking grieving. Never said we cried to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Hashem, we come out this place. Like the day of work need. I don't know why I call them fucking Israel, because they don't want to be called Israel.
God.
Right? A Babylonian coming. Said, boy, he said, bro, can you 2250 now? See, there was read the article about the economy. I pull the computer, said, lad, what's going on? He said, this economy in shambles now. This economy in collapse. And I read this article and say, hey, this place is like Venezuela. The boss knocked them said, man, don't say them, man, speak something better, man. Don't say them, man, you can get better. I said, how you get better? When you close on the refinery. How you can get better when you got to import gas now? And people got to pay extra, they got to pay a tax, and things will go up. So what the government got to do? I said they can't do nothing, it's prophecy. This got to collapse and the migration got to become mandatory. Face sour. Face sour. Them Babylonians they don't want to leave Egypt.
No.
They do not want to leave fucking Egypt. That's why we don't side for you two thought motherfuckers.
That's right.
They don't care about the estate of the people.
That way the scripture say, he said, my people love to have it so in Jeremiah.
It says, therefore, now shall they go captive with the first that go captive, and the banquet of them that are stretched, the banquet of them that stretch themselves shall be removed. So the most I go and bring famine and go and pour in them concentration camps.
Hey, I go them. All these people out there, I go them concentration camp. Y'all know family coming to this land? You gotta smile on your face. You're not gonna smile on your family though.
That's right.
Family coming to this land.
That's right.
Why y'all gotta smile on your face?
Can.
See, but these people not in the right mind. Y'all bug the hell out. You know family coming? Smiling. They're supposed to be the ancient men. Smiling. Now you give Psalm 105, 106, I think it's 160. No, Psalm 105, 160.
There's the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and I'll start at verse 13. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with his serpent?
Go pity a charmer. So that people are really retarded, bro. So that you're right in there.
And then nobody can pity you, Jakes. Alright, when they take the chip, you know, when it says you're suffering, when it says you're receiving the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai.
bite them a pretty, y'all, because what, y'all want to love Esau.
Can. You all don't know that you're playing with a serpent, a snake. You're putting your trust in a cunning man.
Can.
And even when you look up the word charagma, alright, it says the bite of a snake. It denotes the bite of a snake. You understand? So that is Esau's plan. That is so-called white man plan to bite you. You understand? Get that chip. That is a bite. And that very poisonous bite because the Most High going to destroy you.
Can.
So who will pity a charmer you're playing with?
That's the poison.
Can.
That's right. The Most High said them missiles.
Can.
And the chariots.
That's right.
Says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? And they, them is beasts.
Yeah. And the one that love him,
Can.
let them love him. Let them love him. You won't get bite the most, them nigga woman.
That's right.
Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Who will
Yeah.
pity you?
Can.
You want to go with the devil, who will pity you? Understand? Yeah,
Jeremiah 15 verse 5 says, who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Who shall go outside to ask how thou doest?
Which one of these heathen nations doing that? Which one of these heathen nations asking how the fuck y'all doing? Y'all gotta do a 9 to 5, I keep the 10, I 10 to 6, and still y'all barely making ends meet. But yet still y'all wanna be y'all wanna be wrong everybody. None of these nations are gonna ask how y'all do it. What they do, oppressing y'all more and more. But the men out there who y'all bash to set up to come to y'all, to speak to y'all, to tell y'all, hey, enemy coming. You understand? Y'all wanna scarf, y'all wanna screw up y'all face. Hey, when y'all get bite, nobody not gonna sorry for y'all.
Can.
That's right. You understand? Because none of these nations asking y'all how y'all doing. Right? All they do is washing them out by them niggas. And then spit. What them? Look them. That's all they say. Where
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 21. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. When a rich man is fallen, he had many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too.
You know they're doing out here, but y'all mark me y'all fucking judgment. When y'all come and scoff at this church of y'all bashing, y'all show you. Y'all mark me y'all fucking death wish.
Can.
Because y'all bashing, y'all say he's the real deal. He's the real deal. You understand? Y'all gonna excuse. Y'all gonna excuse because y'all sponsors these men up here, y'all pass up and down. Every week, we out there twice a week.
Can.
Y'all no excuse.
And we on YouTube every day.
Every single minute, second of the day. River of living water.
Can.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 verse 24. Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man. See that? Alright. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Can. And how the Most High making the word known unto him is when he sent out his prophets.
Can.
You understand? He's sending us out here to warn you all. This is what's gonna happen. If you do this, alright, this is the way you're supposed to live. The Most High making the words known. You can't say you didn't hear. Go ahead.
Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
Can. The scripture also say what? The holy stand at the doors and knock. You know? The Most High knocking on that door. He calling out to the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. wake up.
Can't.
All right, but through scripture we know that there's only the elect will be woken up.
Can't.
Two-thirds of the people. All right. Two-thirds of you. Two-thirds of you Israelites. All right, of us are going to be destroyed. All right, they're going to learn by death through pain.
Hey, to back you up on that act, this is Revelations 13. Right? Revelations 13 and 8. This is Revelations 13 verse 8. And all that dwell on the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. They just back up what the brother was saying. Only the elect will not get this knowledge, because the rest of them was not written in that book of life.
That's right. That's right.
So they, I don't know if you have a big brother how I used to say there's Israelites pretty balls backs. They gonna come back in the balls backs. Alright? I'll continue reading the Proverbs article. If you have something you could. So back in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsels, and would not turn, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So hey, I laugh. Right now you laughing. Alright, you pass, you see the prophets out here. Get the men have undressed, mocking and scoffing. You ain't stopping to listen to what the men of the Lord are to say, walking on all proud. You know? You're saying these men is mad men. The most I say, you go and laugh at you when famine comes. When it is you're hungry, when it is your children crying for food and you don't know where you're getting food from. Alright? The most I say, you go and laugh at all you.
That's right.
Alright? None of help coming for you. But the men of the Lord, the scripture said they will eat and they will drink. You know, they will be well taken care of. Because look what we're doing out here, we're making a sacrifice. Romans 12 and 1. You know? Make yourself a living sacrifice. We're making that sacrifice now. You know?
They sacrifice the dead works. Dead works. They sacrifice for carnival, they sacrifice for Christmas, they sacrifice for the birthday. It's dead work. It's dead work. So that's where you're going to receive death. That's where you're going to receive.
This is Romans chapter 12 verse 1. I beseech ye, therefore, brethren,
What we see the beg.
by the mercies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Niggas don't think with that. They ain't making anybody give a sacrifice. They are ashamed to stand for righteousness. They are ashamed to speak against homosexuality. They are ashamed to speak against extortion. Understand? They are ashamed to speak against the government, all these unjust laws. You understand? They are ashamed to speak against all these heathen and all the idols. They are ashamed of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So they are sacrificing the dead one. So people don't understand their soul is their reap. You understand? They don't care what the most side. They don't care what the most side and they concern the state of the art. They don't care the state of the art. You understand? They don't care about these things. You go into a so-called hospital and they only drug you the fuck up. You understand? They give you pills and drug you. They give you injection and drug you. And you feel like you're healed. You're healed, you're crackhead. So you know what family said, because parents don't really kill in the world. But no, you're not going to stand up for that. You're not going to make a sacrifice. You know why? Because you love Egypt. You love this Egypt. You love the wickedness.
That's right.
So you know what? To the hell with righteousness. Right? To the hell. Our women is the biggest slut in the face of the planet. Our women is gold. But nobody said about that. Our women can walk naked, the breasts outside, the pussy outside. They can jump from man to man. Hey, don't disrespect women. You have a mother. It's not with disrespect, it's facts. That's right, it's facts. Look at the Chinese, look at the Chinese woman. Look at the East Indian woman. Look at the Syrian woman. You see the acting like our women? You see the African old women walking the street all over the night half naked. No sign of order, no sign of discipline. That's why when the Lord in judgment, we're not going to sorry for you, dumb niggas.
That's
We're not
it.
going to sorry for you niggas.
Can.
Because the most I beat one of you dumb niggas. Like where that?
At some point, Mark 8 on the last verse. But Ark, if you have something, go ahead.
Yeah, now the Romans later bring pull back this thing.
Alright.
This is Romans chapter 12. I'll start back from 1. I beseech ye, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable before Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Holy and acceptable. What do you want holy mean? Separate from this demonic world. You people not separate from this world. You people not separate from this world. You people love this Egypt. Right now, you're only spirit of a cartel. Nah, I say. Nah, I say. Life is sweet for you right now. But the most I judge that.
Come.
Most I say next time, what? Hose.
Come. I took myself there when gang done.
No, our women have no standard. Our women have no shame. No shame. And to learn from them old Jezebel. That's right. You understand? They have no shame. No standard. But the one Lord tell herself, I's a queen. I's a queen. Don't even know what the word queen means. The word queen means that you're a prostitute. That's what the word queen means. Check it out for yourself. Check out what the word queen means. You people are royal people. You are the most high heritage. But to turn y'all are a bunch of fucking beasts. Right? Y'all go and lay down with your brother's wife. Y'all kill your brother for no reason. You understand? Y'all snitch on your brother because you envy your brother. You go snitch on him. That's not the most high of heritage. So y'all because y'all living like beasts. Y'all living like beasts. How the hell you could be a freedom and warrior to feel right the next black fuck you? What kind of logic is that? What logic is that? Y'all not right. So the most I can do, the most I can take y'all out and bring y'all back again. So the most I got to take y'all out and bring y'all back again and teach y'all all over again. Right, together. I just need this place. Hey, we pray that y'all about Shem now. Share this up, we send him this way. Understand? This place gotta go. That's right. Right? What is the state of Israel?
M16 and that.
What is the state of Israel? These motherfuckers, they don't care about that. They don't care about the people.
M16 and that.
They don't care about them. They don't care about
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 5:21. Hear now this, O foolish people.
Most I call y'all foolish people. Most I call you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Most I call you Trinidad, foolish people. Good? Right, go ahead.
And without understanding.
Most I say, y'all have no understanding. Y'all have no understanding. This is the most I say. This is not what I say. This is the most I say. You have a problem? Take it up to the most side.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Which have eyes and see not.
Most I say, y'all got eyes. And you motherfuckers can't see. I'm not going to speak nice to y'all. I'm not going to speak nice to y'all because the most I'm angry. That's right. You understand? But because all this man, give me Isaiah 58 and 1. And the most I said, spare not. We're not going to spare your feelings.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not.
lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Moses said, show you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, your transgression and your sins. The Most I give you our laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. You dumb niggas celebrating Christmas. Do y'all know what Christmas means? You know where it come from? That's the way the heathen. They go back to one year Saturnalia. Y'all worship the New Year. Y'all know y'all worship the God of Janus. Which is the Edomite God. Most I never tell y'all worship no New Year in the depth of winter. The most I never give y'all no Christmas. So bow down to Nimrod wood. The Christmas tree is Nimrod rod, y'all bow down too.
That's right.
So the most I say, what we look again, Jeremiah, Babakasha. The most I say y'all are foolish. Where now?
Jeremiah 5:21. Hear now this, O foolish people,
Hear now this, oh foolish people. Where?
and without understanding,
Yeah,
which have eyes and see not,
yeah,
which have ears and hear not.
yeah.
Fear he not me, said Yahweh.
So the most I say, wait, y'all don't fear me? The most I ask the question, y'all don't fear me? Go ahead.
Will he not tremble at my presence?
Y'all will tremble at the most I presence. Y'all will tremble when the most I collapse his academy. Y'all will tremble when y'all train crying and got no food to eat. Y'all will tremble when them gooses come in your house to take your food and put your man to death and rape your woman. Y'all will tremble. That's right. Because this will come in judgment.
That's right.
Y'all really think this is a game? You people out there really think this is a game? This is not no game. Where that? This is
Which
it?
have which have placed the sun for the bounds of the seas by a perpetual degree,
Yeah.
that it cannot pass it, and through the wave thereof towards themselves, yet can they not prevail through the roar, yet can they not pass over it. But these people had a revolting and a rebellious heart.
Most I say y'all revolt and y'all rebellious. You people rebellious. All you have to say, yeah, we know God. We believe in God. Maybe the most I say, yes, spiritual need to be with their lips. But their heart, which is go back to the word love, which is mind. So y'all remove your mind far from the most side. So the most y'all say y'all are revolted and a rebellious heart. Go ahead.
They are revolt and gone.
Y'all are revolted and gone. Y'all got to be destroyed. You Babylonians got to be destroyed. There's no hope for you Babylonians. There's no hope for you two-thirds and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We tell y'all judgment. Y'all going to die some grievous death.
That's right.
This will come to this island. Y'all going to die from hunger. Y'all going to die from pestilence. Y'all going to die from the race war. Y'all going to die from the government troops. Y'all going to die in these people camp. And when y'all think you make a trip, y'all going to die. That's right. I'm telling y'all judgment. So there's no hope. There's no hope for two-thirds, y'all.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all are smoking the most side nose. Y'all are abomination. Right? Right? Anybody can take this?
Yeah, I took myself
Yeah, go
here.
ahead. I can finish it?
No, I don't want
Yeah,
to
go
do
ahead.
it. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear Yahweh, our power, that giveth rain, both that form farmer, and the latter in the season.
Mosai said, he didn't let no tell them fear the Mosai. What is fear the Mosai? Fear the Mosai is wisdom. Job 28:28. They don't want no wisdom. The Mosai said they hate knowledge. True. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's your number 25. It says, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sin have withholden good things from you.
Mosai said, iniquity have torn away these good things from you. You understand? Go ahead. Finish it?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they for these women and them, especially these Israelites women. This is Isaiah,
That was that Israelite woman.
well, so-called Babylonian.
Babylonian.
God. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Yahweh power by Shem Yahushai said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and menching as they go.
So the Most High say, daughter Zion, you so-called black women, you so-called Latino women, you so-called Native American Indian women, the Most High say you're haughty, you're proud. A lot of you women like to disrespect your man and talk shit to your man. You know your man's your Lord, right? So the Most High say you're proud. And y'all walk the door, want to eyes, y'all in discipline.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all got your man, walk with your man and beam it on next month. Right? So great judgment coming for you nigger woman, you Latino woman, and you Native American Indian woman. Judgment coming for y'all. That's it. Y'all not innocent. You women not innocent. Right? Go ahead, go ahead. You're right.
Walking and menching as they go, and, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Yeah, like a battle of walking. You feel it in the go-go dance. All you mean is walk, you feel a bubble in them. You feel a dance out of walking. Well,
Therefore the Lord will smite with his scarf the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
that's why you nigga woman got no hair. That's the reason why you nigga woman have no hair. That's why you gotta wear the heated hair. There's a course. You understand? It's a course. Right, go ahead.
And Yahweh Shem Shai will discover their secret parts.
That's why you walk naked. That's why you walk with your ass outside because you want to get 10,000 likes. That's why your breasts outside. That's why you're twerking your dirty ass all over Instagram, all over social media. The most I discover your secret parts. Right? Go ahead.
I'm jumping up to verse 24.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
You women gonna be stink. You know why? Let me break it down for you and how you women gonna be stink. Anything can be collapse. Right? When a system you know about collapse, there is no light, there is no water, there is no pot, there is no makeup, there is no cologne, right? There is no toothpaste. You women gonna look terrible in that day. You women gonna be stink. A lot of y'all gonna be on your period, y'all gonna be bloody. So the Most I say, wait, instead of what sweet smell?
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
You women gonna be stinking the day. When this economy collapse. Y'all gonna be filthy. We can see your true image. When the olive weave come out, we can see all the patch in your head. Right? Y'all gonna be totally filthy in that day. Right? Well,
And instead of grill, a rent instead of well, set here boldness.
Baldness. And they had no salon for you go put your weave by your girlfriend. They ain't got this shit. This whole society gonna flip. It can go back to the ancient time. You don't got no fucking police out there, no soldier. It can be an ancient world all over again. Right? That's what it can be.
Instead of a stomacher, a grinding of sackcloth.
Yeah.
And burning instead of beauty.
It burn instead of beauty. You women are sorcerers, are heavy sorcerers. These women like to say, oh, I need a real man, but check the nails, fake. Check the eyelash, fake. Check the hair, fake. Check the breast, fake. Check the ass, fake. Everything for you women are fake, but you want a real man.
Check the attitude.
The attitude.
They play nice in the beginning and that's fucking demon.
And them demons come out. Them Leviathan come out. You women are fake. You understand? Y'all are fake. You gotta wear 10 pounds of makeup, forget 2,000 like.
All strip naked, IG models.
Those.
I jump into verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
So you know what I mean? Most I can bring you women low. Most I can bring you women low. All the power that you women got in this society, the most I can destroy it. most I gonna bring you women low. All the pride that y'all have, He's gonna bring y'all low. Y'all gonna be on the ground. And y'all gonna need a man. Y'all gonna need a man at that time, not just no any man. A lot of you niggas gonna be rejected.
Hey, I can just say that too, right here. Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah, they don't want the reproach be taken away. Because they're going to be filthy. So they don't want the reproach be taken away. Because they're not be looking at these hoes in that time. They're looking for our food.
Gone.
Yeah.
This is let's talk about so you can bring the woman and them low. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, and the door shall be shut in the street.
Door shall be shut in the street. Go ahead.
When the song of the grinding is low.
There's jobs, Coca-Cola, KFC, Carib, all these places. They're gonna lay off you. They're gonna lay off you, Jakes. Right? Jobs gonna cease. All you workers will get laid off from your job. They're not got no need for you people again. Go ahead.
And he shall write and the doors shall be shut in the street.
Yeah.
When the song of the grinding is low.
Yeah.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Yeah.
And all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
They're gonna be brought low. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead now.
It says, also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. Because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the street.
There's no coming to this place. You understand? Yep. Most time gonna bring you bitches low. That's right. Exactly. Low. That's why I said Isaiah 32. Start for one, you can't leave out one. That yapper, Bishop Riley.
Gone.
It's Isaiah chapter 32 verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness,
And this is how we shine.
and princes shall rule in judgment.
Yeah, there's 144,000. Right? They're gonna rule in judgment. Yahweh is the king. You got King David, you got the 12, and you got the 144. You understand? Go ahead.
And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
A man shall be the hiding place from the wind. What's the wind? Jeremiah 51 and 1. Let me see what's the wind. Because a man will be hiding place from the wind. Somebody get Isaiah 13 and 12, and somebody get Lamentation 4 and 2. We can see who's this man. Because these niggas out there gonna die. All these simps out there, most likely gonna put you out to death. Right? All you men and women ruling over you, you understand, and running your life, most likely get rid of you simps. Because the most I said the man's the head of the home. Right? All you want to put you on a pedestal and worship these women, the most I can get rid of y'all.
That's right.
Right? You have it? Who got the win?
Yeah, it's Jeremiah 51 verse 1.
Yeah?
Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
So wind is representing for destruction. So a man going to be in the place of the destruction. Look at the Isaiah 3 and 13 and 12, Bible Michelle. Isaiah 13 and 12.
It's Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12.
Yeah?
I will make a man more precious than fine gold,
Yeah.
even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
And this man, not Denzel Washington, and T-Pain, and Lil Wayne, And these dumb niggas, Marshall Montano, Budgie Garland, Charles Marshall, Dwayne Bravo. These men, the most I talking about now. Most I talking about these brothers are paid. They go for elect. You understand? You can make up my own pressure and find gold. Let me see who's the man. Lamentation 4 and 2.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 2.
Yeah.
And it reads, the precious sons of Zion.
The precious sons of Zion. Right, go ahead.
Comparable to fine gold.
Comparable to fine gold. The precious son of Zion is elect. Precious means something that is scared. It is scarce. And the Most High said the remnant shall be saved, which is 144,000 in 1,200 children. So the elect men gonna be more precious than fine gold. So this is my y'all gonna come to. These same bombs y'all seen up here, I'm at the Zawi spot go for elect. These same bombs y'all gonna come about them too.
That's right.
You understand? Well, guys,
It's Isaiah chapter 32, continuing at verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
yeah, man shall be at the place of destruction. The winners were famine, race war, martial law, FEMA camp, RFID microchip, right? World War III. There's the wind, destruction, go ahead.
It says, and it covered from the tempest.
What's the cover? The cover to the shelter. You understand? A way you can go get, you can hide, a shelter. You understand? Go ahead.
As rivers of water in a dry place.
A river of water in a dry place. These dumb niggas will take and be dry. You know they can be dry? Because they not have no clue how to stop what happening. They not got no idea what to do to defend themselves. So they can be like a fucking desert. But the men, the Lord, can be as what?
As the rivers of water in a dry place.
There's much knowledge. Because people said knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability in time. So these men have got much knowledge to call on Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. That's what they're going to call on Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Right, go ahead.
As the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Of a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. This is a weary land. And these men will be a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And we build our house on Yahushai, who's the great rock. You understand? Go ahead now.
Says, verse 3, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
God. Yeah. You can look if you want.
That is when they will be able to see vividly what we were saying. That is the day when they will be able to, they want to follow all instructions they can hear now. You understand? But it could be too late. You understand? So the Most High, that is the time when the Most High go in and start to laugh. That is the time when he go in and start to, pour out his anger upon him.
That's right.
Okay, you didn't hearken, you didn't seek him in the days of your youth. In the evil days, drawing at night. You know? That's where the Most High going to deal with all it. Alright? And the day of the Lord also is to all you sinners. Isaiah 15.
Okay, what?
Isaiah chapter 13 verse 6 says, how ye for the day of Yahweh is at hand, shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
A destruction from the Almighty. Alright, the famine that is to come. Alright, the race wars that is to come, the martial law that is to come. Alright, it's a destruction from the Almighty. Right. Alright, it was ordained as punishment to the wicked. Where?
Says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's hand shall melt.
All hands shall be faint. Alright? Even you so-called police officers that find might in the gun, you so-called gangsters. Alright? You so-called intellectual ones, the judges, the lawyers. Alright, the ones that high in society. Alright, you're gonna be fearful. You know? Where that?
It says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Yeah, they're gonna look at each other. They will reach out, boy.
was just ordained of region here. Yeah, because the Most High resists the proud. You know, the Most High abase the proud also. Right now, they're living a life of pride. You know, you're living a life of mirth. The Most High gonna make you taste that sorrow, and it's gonna be quick. When this economy collapse, all right, when the famine comes, all right, you're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? Word.
Verse 9, it says, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
Cruel. It's not time. That's not time when you're gonna be studying carnival around the corner. That's not time when you're gonna be studying bargain curtains for Christmas. Because that's a cruel time. That's a time you're gonna be fearful. You're gonna be trembling. You're gonna be worried. That's a time of worriness. That's a, you know? You're gonna be sorrowful. Can.
God.
Yeah, these are Ezekiel 7 verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
Destruction cometh, and you'll seek peace. You know, you'll try to run to your so-called churches and say, well, let me pray. The churches will come together, let me pray for peace. And it ain't going to have none. Alright? And they can join hand in hand and say words of prayer and say the word of psalms. But it wouldn't work. The scripture said, don't join hand in hand, they shall not go unpunished.
Yeah, the wicked shall not go unpunished.
Can. You know, so that destruction is appointed in due.
Can.
You know?
Jumping back to Isaiah 13 verse 9, it says, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
To lay the land desolate. Alright? And the Most High gonna use them nukes, them ICBM missiles. Alright? To destroy your Eden, your paradise that you're having right now.
Can.
You know? Them nuclear missiles coming with our fire. Alright, to purify the earth. You know? To dissolve, to break down this kingdom. To break down this wicked place that we live in.
Can.
So that we can establish a kingdom in righteousness. That will go in and take place. Can.
Amos chapter 9 verse 9, it says, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword,
Can.
which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Can. All the sinners, all the transgressors of the Most High laws go and feel it.
Can.
And no way you can run and hide. The Most High going and find you.
Can.
Can.
When we're done, I want to.
Isaiah 1 and 28, and the destruction of the transgressors and the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake Yahweh shall be consumed.
They shall be consumed.
Can.
Stubble. You know? When you're going to fuel, the word fuel, you'll be fuel at the fire, go back to meat. You know? Your flesh. Now we're going to be burning. You know? Well,
I did not read Amos there. Right, this is Luke chapter 12 verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? Because Kalab was now saying that the Most High going and destroy this place by the nukes, right? So he's saying what if the fire already be kindled? Because these nukes going on hit. This is, as the brother was now saying, fire to purify the place. That's a form of purification. Because this place desolated, it polluted to the, it reached the heavens that the Most High had to step in and deal with it right now. Where
this is the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2. The Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Alright, so that destruction that is coming is also mainly for these heathens. Alright, starting with the Edomites. Alright, the so-called white race, the ones that are on top right now. The ones that the earth is given to, you know, to rule. The Rothschild, the Rockefellers. Alright, that destruction is coming to y'all. You know? It says, the Lord had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Yeah, this is Psalms 9 verse 19. Arise, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, let not man prevail, let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Because he so feel he said on this power seat because he always given into his hand. He know he full of this pride. But the Most High coming to judge you. And as the brothers now reading, the Most High is angry right now. You understand? Although he was taught to wrath, he coming to judge you heathens, especially you Esau.
We wicked every day. Scripture says.
I precept for you to back your body and don't see that you are. Bring it to 2 Ezra 15 and 26. For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivered he them unto death and destruction.
You know, each and every one of them.
That's something for you again. This is Psalms 11 verse 6. Unto the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. You understand? That go back to what Jeremiah with the Babylon cup. Babylon is a golden cup in the Most High hand. Say the Most High, and go back into Revelation when the Most High say he will double the portion unto you. Just as how you reward us, we go and double it unto you. You understand? When I've been on this precept here for Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and gave them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So hey, you didn't show no mercy to Israel. Not even the old in age. You didn't show no mercy. The Most I say I pollute my inheritance and give them into all their hand. But all had no pity. So guess what? We ain't gonna have no pity. Just as how all the dash we babies on the stone, we gonna dash all they want to.
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nahum chapter 1 and verse Nahum 1 and 9. Nahum chapter 1 verse 9. Nahum chapter 1 verse 9, it says, take the spoil of silver. Nahum chapter 1 verse 9, it says, what do you imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end of affliction. He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. Affliction will not arise up a second time. Alright, so the affliction that we're going through now under these heathens, under you heathens, alright, you Edomites, is the last of it. Alright, because the Savior is on his way, salvation is on his way. Alright, also your destruction is on its way. Alright, you're creating your own destruction. But what the Most High say, he created the smith. He made the smith. You know, so your thoughts to create these weapons of mass destruction, all right, it's going to be used for your destruction. You know, so the scripture says what affliction will not rise up a second time. All right, you going and be afflicted. You going and mourn. As Isaiah 33 and 1, go to them that spoil us.
Right?
33 and 1.
Wait, don't ask something, right?
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1, and it reads, woe unto thee that spoilest, and thou was not
spoiled. Can hey, they fed our children to alligators. You know, they had sex with our wives. You know, they murdered our mothers, our young ones. All these atrocities they did to us. You know, they stole our land. They spoiled us. You know, took our heritage. Call us, give us proverbs and bywords. These are the things they did to us. What the scripture saying? The scripture says, woe unto thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. Can wanted thee that dealt treacherously, and they did not deal treacherously with thee. Can alright? Because the time comes when the Most High say what he grant recompense tribulation unto those that trouble us.
Second Thessalonians 1:6.
Can. You know, that time of repay is coming. Don't feel they're getting away. Alright, even Revelation 13:9. Somebody take it quickly. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. And it reads, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Can. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And is the Bible saying that? The Most High saying that? Alright, they're not our words, they're not our thoughts. The Most High say that. That's right. The ones that carried us into slavery on those cargo slave ships, alright, they're going also into slavery. Alright, and the scripture said that they're going to receive double. That's right. You know, they're not going to be petite. They're going into 1,000 years of slavery, and then they're going to be totally annihilated. Alright, they're going to be no more. Okay, Isaiah 14, somebody.
Yeah, I had two pieces of fair. This is Psalms 10 and 17. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. You remember break it down? You break it down. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Who is the humble? The hopeful elect. These men out there who sign and crying. Right? Thou will prepare their heart. Thou will cause thy ear to hear. Because we are against this wicked system in this world we're living in right now. We are against Esau philosophy. To judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. Because this is oppression in this wicked kingdom. That's right. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 3. Therefore thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which you shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughty, for this time is evil. So hey, the Most High plan for it right now. All the judgment is at hand. Go ahead,
12. Yeah, chapter 14, verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? Thou didst weaken, which didst weaken the nations.
And that Lucifer there, alright, for you simpletons, that is not Satan. Alright, that is not spiritual Satan. You know, that is Esau. Alright, the ones that are on high. Scripture asking, how art thou fallen? You know, the one that weakeneth the nations. That throughout all the nations, he spread his philosophies. Alright, he did treacherously with them. You know, he called his laws, his philosophies, his falsehood. You know, he weakened the nation through these things. That's right. You know, so the scripture asking, how art thou fallen? And that the time when you go and fall, alright, is that time when the Lord sending that destruction. You know, and it starts now because what? This what we're doing here represents the hand being on his heel. You know, pulling down his kingdom. We're marching around his walls right now, like the walls of Jericho. That's right. And then it's going to crumble down. Brother.
Verse 13. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the congregation of I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north.
Can ascend into heaven. Alright, you see currently they're trying to establish a space force. You know? So you know, hey, that this scripture is fitting them. Alright? The Edomite, they're proud. The scripture call them one most proud. Trying to get into the heavens. You know?
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3 says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Let me read from verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against thy battle. Jump into verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, ascending to heaven. It says, that saith in his heart, you shall bring me down to the ground.
That would the devil saying. Alright, because the scripture says what the inward thought is that the houses will continue forever. Alright, but the Most High don't plan out your end already. Alright, the Most High don't know how we going to bring it on. That way he say what? For this very purpose I have raised up Pharaoh. Alright, so that I can show my power.
That's right.
You know, so the Most High raise up these Edomites to show his strength again. You know, to bring them down. Set them up high to bring them down.
This is Revelations 18 verse 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
After joy is sorrow.
God.
Alright?
That's right.
Live deliciously. You know, easy the mice can do whatever they want. You know? As the apostle they say, they could have breakfast in Italy, then go and have lunch in France. They could do as they want. They are not in trouble as other men.
God.
You know, police now looking for them. They're not prayed. They're not being preyed upon. You know?
Alright, hey, earlier on the brother was going. Earlier on the brother was going into how we rock is our shy, right? And who touched the men who believing upon this rock? Esau. They touched the apple of the Most High. That is a funny, but I'll read Matthew chapter 21 verse 44, and here it says, whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken. Right? And here the scripture going to say here. But whosoever it shall fall, it will grind them to powder. So you know what I'm going to Esau? Esau going to be grinded to powder. 2/3 of Israel going to be grinded to powder. Everybody who disregard the will, law, statutes of the Most High going to be grinded to powder. This is not a game. This is not a fashion. Famine, pestilence coming here. And we outside here full of fame and of fashion. We could have been home with the family. We come outside here to wake up the elect because we know the 2/3 all they not going on here. All they left stick breaking all their ears. So destruction going to happen to all here. But all they like it or not. We outside here to seal the elect of the Most High. And after that, we going to be in a chariot watching them nuclear missiles destroy each and every last one all there who remain on the face of the earth. Right? That's what we fighting for, to be delivered. But they don't want to be delivered. All they want to do is build a house and buy a car and get a nice so-called nice woman who don't sleep with about 100 man. Like all they want to do.
That's right.
But you see these brothers and them here, hopefully we're part of the elect. We want to be on a chariot, being delivered, watching this wicked system go down.
That's right.
And scripture says judgment gonna be beginning at the outside is judged.
Yeah, First Peter 4 verse 17 says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
I got to put back that scripture where I have, boy. That scripture too sweet, huh?
First Peter chapter 4 verse 17 says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Okay, what our scripture is saying to a judgment starting here.
God.
Alright, in each and every lineup, in each and every camp. You know? Because it's starting with the right men that declaring that they're righteous. Or saying that they they serving the Lord. They gotta be sincere. You know? That's where it started, the CA, the ones that faking it. Alright, the ones that are going through the motion. You know? The one that creeping unawares. Alright, that's where the judgment go and start.
God.
The own day glory.
That is the men, that is the men.
But in the righteous, scarcely saved. Go on to you, the two-thirds in the world.
Zephaniah. Zephaniah, the first chapter and the
Born in fame. They don't care about the most side. Now the same thing, go back to the most slave the next day. So after the 20.
Zephaniah, first chapter, and the 12th verse, it says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. We Jerusalem. That's the way it was saying.
So Jerusalem. Somebody can get Ecclesiastes chapter 12, the last verse.
That's something else. Is Malachi chapter 2, verse 17. It says, "Ye have weary Yahweh with your words, yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? When he say, every one that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Lord, and he delighted in them, or where is he? Where is the power of judgment?"
So we're wearing the most high with your words. Anything that you all see. Alright? The scripture says, by every idle word shall a man be judged.
Right.
You know, have niggas out there scoffing at the name of the Lord. Hey, most high gonna put you all to death. Right? You look at some reason, right? That's right. Can't.
They'll accept now.
Malachi 2 and 17.
Okay, 2:17.
This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Say utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. He said begin at his sanctuary. You know, the so-called black Latinos and Native American judgment is coming to you all. Alright, Moses is going to slay, alright, you 2/3. Alright, all the young, the male, the female, the little children is going to be slain. Moses ain't playing, and he can set a mark of exemption. Alright, that tower upon his men.
That's
right. Men that he desires. Alright?
This is Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And truly, brother, now explain. That is the hope for the elect. Because when Jacob trouble will come into hit in a little while to come, it's going to be great child on this earth.
That's right.
So all them reprobates and 2/3, a lot of them going to take that RFID chip, and a lot of them going to be falling down in the streets of famine, hunger, gunshot wounds. Hey, go ahead, Ark.
Can. That's right. All right, you 2/3 gonna be destroyed. You know, one ain't gonna have no safety in that time.
Man.
This is Job chapter 5 and verse 19.
6 and 6.
Says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
What is that? I told I safety by, you know, men of the Lord gonna be basically relaxing that time. Even the scripture say, what thy sleep shall be sweet. I don't worried out there. And why the Most High gonna give us rest.
It says one shall eat.
Isaiah 65:13.
Yeah, 6 and 6.
This is Galatians chapter 6 verse 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them.
Peace be on them. And that's what gonna be on the men. Alright, the elect in that time. Peace. You know, as many as walk according to this rule. Alright, the ones that don't for this truth and sincere about Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Peace. Go ahead.
And upon the Israel of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai.
Can the Israel of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, the Israel of God is the elect. 144,000 men. Alright, that signed and cried. Alright, that no guile was found in their mouth. You know, that had on them white garments. You know, and the 1/3. You know, they're gonna be safe. Peace unto them. Alright, shalom.
God.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 91 and verse 4. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Alright, and the name of the Lord is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Alright, it's not Mosai and Christ. Alright, it's not Yahuwah, Yeshua. Them thing is false. Not Jesus. Fuck Jesus. That's right.
That's right. Be quick, fair. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
No, it's not many names.
Starting over. Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Hey, you always read the Bible, right? You so-called Bible scholars who say it have many names. So let's read the Bible for real. The scripture now says there is no other name. So there's one name. And that name ain't Jesus. Alright? That name ain't Jehovah. Alright? The name is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai.
Right.
The Father's name and the name of the Son. Right. You know? That is the true name. Which can bring salvation. He delivers Yahushai. He's salvation.
Awesome. Yeah, you have something there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms, this is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. It says, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower, and the righteous run it into it, and is safe.
Strong tower. Or you could say forget the name. Or you could say it don't matter what we call the Most High. Or you could say that. When the scripture says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Or you could just be referring to titles like God and Most High. That is not no name. Right? I might gotta get a name, but hey, he revealed his name unto the men of the Lord. That's right, that's right. Somebody could get John 17 and 4. John 17 4. Have manifested thy name.
This is Psalms 138 and verse 2. It says, I will worship toward the holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth, for thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
You know, I said that's what we will praise thy name. That might be the same Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. You know, we blessing the Most High name, praising that name. Alright? And it's true, true as prophecies, true as words. Alright? His name is getting validation. That's right.
This is John 17 and verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me.
So yeah, everybody would know the name. We know that. Alright? It's for the men of the Lord. The name of the Most High is for the men of the Lord.
They have kept my word.
When you done there, something here. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 12. I thank Mashiach Yahushai, our Lord, who had enabled me for that he counted me faithful, putting me into his mystery, and that including all of us. You understand? That he revealed the secret and his blessed name unto us, his hopefully elect men of Yashala. And that's what jump down to verse 16. He said, howbeit for this cause I obtained mercy, that in me first Yahushua Mashiach might show forth all long suffering for a pattern to them which should hereafter believe on him to life everlasting. So we running a blessed race. Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai.
Where scripture mentioned faithfulness. You know, and that's what the Most High looking for. Alright, the Most High looking for men of faith. Alright, the scripture says, well, he that is faithful unto death, he will give us a crown of life. You know, scripture also asks, when he roughly paraphrasing, if he will find faith on earth, you know, when he returns, the Most High looking for men of faith. Can. Somebody has something else?
This is Psalms 105, 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, call upon his name, make known his deeds among people.
Call upon his name, and that's what we will continue to do. Alright, we will continue to call upon the name of the Most High. Alright, and his son. We ain't stopping doing that. Alright, we vex loss. You know? Somebody our last precept.
Hey, Revelation chapter.
I want for you.
Revelation
This is Psalm 118 verse 26. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. We have blessed you out of the house of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai.
Alright, so with that, we're going to give all praises
to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rokah Kodash
Double honors, alright. Double to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers that surely do will well. So peace, love, salutations unto all the brethren and the four corners of this world that continue to spread this word, this good gospel in sincerity and in truth. Alright, until next time, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom to the elect. Or what lababal.
What?
Death to America, death to Babylon.